Okay, this is your problem number 6. Okay, so by seeing this figure, I don't know how you feel, but it is a very simple problem. Okay, so we can see that the length is 118 and the breadth is, here we can see that the breadth is 44 and the total height is 40 and this distance is 48. So this radius becomes how much? 24. So 24 plus 40. So 64 is the total height, 118 is the total length, and 44 is the total breadth. Okay. So like I already mentioned, in each view, suppose in front view, we are able to see length, we are able to see height. So we are not able to see the breadth. In top view, we will be able to see the length and breadth, we will not be able to see the height. So in the side view, okay, for this particular problem, since the arrow mark is given from this end, this becomes your front view. Then what is the side view that I can see here? I can see the right hand side view, which I should draw on the left side. Okay, so that is also very important regarding the position of the figure where you are trying to draw the figure. Always, since we are following the first angle projection, always the top view should be below the exactly below the front view, and regarding the side views, if it is right hand side view, it should be there on the left side. Okay, or if it is left hand side view, it should be there on the right side. Since this particular figure is having the right hand side view, so we have to draw the side view on the left side of the front view. So for this problem also, I am going to start by means of front view, by drawing the front view first. Let me start from this particular end. Okay, so from this particular end, what I can do is, so from here I am drawing a line length of 118 mm. Okay, and from here I am trying to draw, and from here I am trying to draw a line length of 40 mm. Okay, okay, so what is the thickness that you are seeing here? The thickness is nothing but 16 mm. Though it is some semicircular or semicircular kind of thing. So how that semicircular kind of thing will appear in the front view? It should appear like a rectangular block. Okay, so this total length what I have drawn here is nothing but your 118 mm, and from here what I am trying to do, I am trying to draw 16 mm height, and until what distance I have to draw this particular line is, so until a distance such that from this point to this one, the distance should be equal to 48, like what it is shown here. So this distance should be equal to 48. Okay, so next what I am trying to do is, so I am trying to draw vertical line. Okay, so this one from bottom it is nothing but 40. So that means this vertical line will be equal to how much? 24. This vertical line will be equal to 24, and here you can clearly see that this thickness is nothing but your 16 mm. Okay, and you will be able to see this particular semicircular kind of shape from the front view if you are standing in front of this one. If you are standing here, so this entire shape will be visible to you. Okay, so that one I will try to draw now. So how I can draw that? First you should draw a center line here. You know that this entire distance is 48 mm. Okay, so and from here also, if you try to draw a small horizontal line like this, you will get the center. Okay, once you get the center, what you can do is, so you can take 24 mm on the compass. Why? Because this particular distance is how much? This is 48 mm. Okay, if this is 48 mm, how much you have to take on your compass? You have to take 24 mm on your compass. By taking 24 mm on your compass with this one as the center, so from here what you should do is, you try to complete so this semicircular block like this. Okay, so once you complete that semicircular block, so I think apart from this circle, okay, almost your front view is done. Okay, so whether you will be able to see this circle in the front view? Yes, you will be able to see that circle. What is the dimensions for this circle? It is 20 mm. Okay, again take 10 mm on your compass with this one as your center. Okay, with this one as your center, draw a small circle of dimensions 20 mm. Okay, so what will happen to the behind block? What will happen to this block in the front view? It is exactly behind this particular block, so that's why we are not able to see this one. So this behind block is exactly merged with the front one. Okay, so that's why this is what we will be able to see in the front view. And one more thing what we have to complete in the front view is regarding this slot. Okay, there is some gap here. Okay, that particular gap, whether you will be able to see in the front view, no. Okay, so you will be able to see this 16 mm thickness. Inside that 16 mm thickness, for some inside distance, so there some hole is there. Okay, so that hole we will not be able to see in the front view, but we have to represent that one. Okay, so how we can do that? So we have the dimensions here. So what is this particular dimension? This entire distance is equal to 44. Here you can clearly see that. So this entire from this end to inside this one, so this distance is how much? This will be definitely equal to 22 mm. Why? Because this entire distance is 22, so that's why from this point to this point it will be equal to 22 mm. Okay, so what I am going to do is from here I am going to take 22 mm inside. Okay, and after that we can see that this distance is 24. At a distance of 24 I am trying to mark one more point. And apart from this one, here you can clearly see that this slot is having a distance of 16 mm width. Okay, if the width is 16 mm, then what will be the small radius here? This small radius will be equal to 8 mm. Okay, so that's why what you have to do is to the left side of this one, so you have to mark 8 mm. To the right side of this one you have to mark another 8 mm. Okay, so for this one what you have to do is you have to provide dotted lines like this. Okay, so if you provide the dotted lines like what I am doing now. Okay, so these dotted lines are for, so this hole. Okay, this hole which is not, which we are not able to see in the front view. Okay, so with this I think the front view is completely done. Okay, so now what you have to do is, before going to next view, so it is always recommended and not recommended, it is compulsory for you, sorry, so you have to definitely draw this projection lines. These projection lines should be very light lines. Okay, the lines which we are drawing you already know. So the lines which are joining the front view with top view, so those lines are nothing but your projection lines. So try to draw these lines very light. So these lines are for that slot. Okay, and this last end. Okay, so now just now what I have done is I have drawn the projection lines for the top view, for drawing the top view. And similarly what I will do is I will try to draw the projection lines for the side view also. So side view also I will complete now itself. So lines like this, and from here like this, and this circle projections like this, and this total height like this. So I hope you understand why I am trying to draw the side view onto the left side. Why? Because in the isometric view, the view that is given, isometric view that is given to us, so the side view, which side view you are able to see is, you are able to see the right hand side view, which we have to draw on the left side of the front view. Okay, so I am going to start the top view. Take comfortable distance. So let me start from here. Okay, so this particular radius is how much? Just now I told you that it is 22 mm. Okay, so I have already drawn. Okay, I forgot to draw this 22 mm lines. Let me draw those lines. So this one and this one. Okay, so now what I can do is I'll just try to mark one center. So this particular center, what I have marked is nothing but this one. Okay, so with a distance of 22 mm, what I will try to do is I will try to draw first a semicircular kind of thing like this. Okay, so a semicircular shape. Since I am using paint, these things are not that good. Okay, I hope you can understand what I am trying to draw here. Okay, yeah, so the one which I have drawn in the top view is nothing but, so this particular portion. So this particular portion, so I have completed just now, and inside that one, from this point, from this center, what is this smaller radius? This smaller radius is nothing but 8 mm. Okay, so that means this total distance will come as how much? This total distance should come as 16 mm. Okay, so this radius is 8 mm, so that means this total distance from this point to this point, it will be 16 mm. Okay, and after that we have to draw. I have completed until here. Okay, so from this point we have horizontal line here as well as from here. Okay, so until where we have to draw this line is, so in the from the front view I have already taken lines like this until that line, so you have to draw that one, so like this. Okay, and after that, for this hole, for this smaller hole that we have here, we have another 24 mm straight line here, and here also 24 mm straight line, and another 8 mm radius, this one. Okay, so this is what we will be able to see in the top view. Next, coming to this, so until here I came. So what will happen to this complete semicircular kind of block in the top view? This entire semicircular block should appear as a rectangular block. Okay, so we have two semicircular blocks here. These two semicircular blocks should appear like two rectangular blocks in the top view. You cannot say that it is a semicircular shape from the top view. Okay, when you are seeing from the front, it is okay, you can tell that this is a semicircular kind, but when you are seeing from the top, these two semicircular blocks, it will appear like a rectangular blocks. Okay, so now, so just now I have drawn one line. What is that line? It is nothing but this curved shape is there, right, at the back. Okay, that curved shape entirely, it becomes a straight line. That one I have completed. And what is the thickness of the block here? So the thickness of the block you will be able to see in the top view. The thickness is 12 mm. Okay, so that 12 mm, so I have drawn just now. And from here also, this line which I have drawn is nothing but this first forward is there, right, front portion curve is there. So that front portion curve, so I have just drawn a vertical line, and after that another 12 mm. Okay, and what I have to do is I have to draw this one, this rectangular block till this particular point. Okay, and after that, from here also, this one, it should appear like this. Okay, and this one you can join. So this line what I have drawn is nothing but, so this particular line and this particular line, so I have to join it over here. Okay, and from here to here you can complete this one like this. Okay, though we are not able to see that, so we assume that it is this horizontal space is there, right? So we have to assume that a line will be there. Okay, at the other end also. Okay, so now coming to the top view, we have just almost completed the top view, but one thing is missing here. Okay, what is that? Hidden lines. Okay, for which we have to draw the hidden lines here? For the circle. When you are seeing this isometric view from the top, so from when you are seeing this one from the top, you will not be able to tell that there are circles in these two in these two semicircular blocks. Okay, so in these two semicircular blocks, so circles are there actually, but in the top view you cannot see those circles. So that's why you have to represent that one as dotted lines. So from the front view I have clearly taken the projection lines for the circles. So what I will do is, inside this rectangular blocks, what I will try to do is, for that projection lines of the circle, I will just try to give the dotted lines like this here, here. Okay, so once I give the dotted lines like this, that means in the top view, so the circle is not visible. So from where I have taken these projection lines? From the front view circle. Okay, so in the front view the circle is appearing, but circles are appearing, but in the top view circles are not visible, but they are there inside that two semicircular blocks. Okay, with this the top view is completely done. Now we have to go for the side view. Okay, in the side view, what are the two dimensions that you will be able to see? You will be able to see 44, you will be able to see the breadth, and you will be able to see the height in the side view. Okay, So what is the complete height? So we already have in the front view, we have taken the projection lines also. So మీరు ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూలో చూసిన హైట్కి సైడ్ వ్యూలో చూసే హైట్కి హైట్ అయితే ఏం మారదు. ఓకే, so in the side view you will be able to see the breadth as well as height. Okay, so let me start from this end. So though it is some semicircular kind of shape, again what I want to tell you is, in the side view you cannot tell that it is a semicircular shape. So it will appear like a rectangular block with a distance of 44 by 16. Okay, so the breadth is 44 and the height is 16. Already we have lines here for 16 mm. So by taking some comfortable distance between the front view and side view, what I am trying to do is 16 and 44, another 16 and another 44. So I have completed this rectangular block over here. Okay, next to this rectangular block over here, what will happen to this distance? Since this particular distance is perpendicular to the side view, this entire distance becomes 0. So just now I told you that in the side view we are able to see the breadth and height. So the lines which are related to length, so this line and this line, whereas this 24, this 24, this entire 118, so this all lines becomes 0. Okay, so the next thing that I will be able to see is, I have completed just now 44 by 16 rectangular block. After that, when this line becomes 0, and after that I have this curved shape, this curved shape also will appear like an rectangular block to me. Okay, so from here what I am trying to do is, from here I am just drawing a vertical line until the total height, and I know the thickness of that one is 12 mm, and again, so this is there until the height of this one. The same thing it is there on the right hand side also, this one again 12 mm, and again until this one. Okay, so now these two rectangular blocks what you are seeing here, they are nothing but these two semicircular blocks. These two semicircular blocks, it won't appear like semicircle in the side view. Okay, it appears like a rectangular block with a thickness 12 mm at both sides, and with a height of 16 40 లో ఇంకా 16 పోతే ఎంత ఉంటుంది 24. So this total height is 24 and this thickness is 16 mm. Okay, and two more things are left over here. What are those two things? Regarding the dotted lines for the circles as well as for this hole. I don't know what is exact shape of this one. Okay, one hole is there here, right? So that hole we are not able to see in the side view, as well as in the side view we are not able to see the circles also. Okay, I have taken the circle projections to the side view also. What I can do is simply, if I make dotted lines like this, okay, so that means I am telling that there are circles there, but I am not able to see those circles in one semicircular block and in another semicircular block. So I have completed drawing the dotted lines. Okay, and I have similarly I have to complete the dotted lines for this slot. Okay, so when you are seeing from the side view, so what you will be able to see, you should be able to see 16 mm. So in this 16 height block, what you will do is, you try to draw a vertical reference line, a very small vertical reference line. Okay, so once you draw that vertical line, okay, so to the left hand side you have to take 8 mm, and to the right hand side you have to take another 8 mm. Why? Because this block distance is how much, this whole distance is how much, 16. Okay, we are not worried about this particular distance, that particular distance becomes 0 in the side view. We are worried about this distance, breadth distance. This breadth distance is 16 mm for that hole. So that's why what I am trying to do, I have just drawn a middle line. So for this entire 44 mm, that means at 22. So from this line to the left side 8 mm. So for this complete 16 mm thickness I have to draw dotted lines, and from here also I have to draw dotted line. Okay, so this dotted line is for this particular hole, whereas these dotted lines in these two semicircular blocks are the dotted lines for these two circles. Okay, so I hope you understood this one. So the problems are very easy. The only thing is you have to practice with your hand. Just don't try to draw in your draw in the air. Okay, take some rough book, so take some pencil, don't worry about the dimensions. So like what I am doing, drawing the rough figures, try to try to practice these figures by drawing the rough figures like this, and in the examination with exact dimensions, so you can reproduce the figures like this. Okay, that means front view, top view and side view, all the dimensions, so it will be there in this isometric view. According to that dimensions only we have to draw the front view, top view and side view. Okay,